You are watching Liberty Online TV. You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange. This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange. This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
So they continue the Liberty Breakfast Show where they come to you live from Liberty Online Television. Where they stream on Facebook, YouTube, and also on our website where they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Again, one for apologize for the cuts we been get in the transmission we will be there on now. But we don't come back, and we hope so now will join this interesting conversation where they can get this morning. As today now the program where they look at transparency and accountability under the bill-led administration for the past 6 years, and where they use the tribunal report when they publish on the investigation we then do on Lara Taylor Pierce and Tamba Momo when they suspended Auditor General and in deputy for assess transparency and accountability under the bill-led administration. And the person who gets na the studio with we through the virtual link this morning na Dr. Fatima Babi, and a human rights and social justice activist. We go join with na the studio this morning. They can share their own thoughts and opinion on how this bill-led administration don't they handle the issues that we get for do with transparency and accountability. As we all see, plenty people only give their opinion on Lara Taylor Piercing issue and the tribunal report where they just published recently. Continue for the with the program as they join. Don't forget for like, comment, and also share so that people that will be done lost the live stream gonna see we don't count back, and we'll continue for apologize to una we loyal viewers them for we una continue for stick with we, especially this morning where they get difficulties with internet connection at the studio. But we trust the internet provider them. We have come. They don't try for restore the internet back, and one for say thank you to the management of AFCOM. We then continue for the supply we uninterrupted internet amidst challenges of the connection at the country. We apologize to una no say Liberty Online Television. We're always punctual in terms of broadcasting, but today we will get some challenge with the internet connection. Send me your comments, your thoughts on what you think about the topic we they discussed this morning. As we try now forget Dr. Fatima Babi back for joining me this morning. The number for text now +232 74 200 545. We they go now on the line. Good morning again, Doc, and welcome to the Breakfast Show one more time.
Good morning, Khadija and Mabel. Thank you. Yes,
Alright, earlier I will ask you for your own analysis and opinion on transparency and accountability under the bio-led administration. You be just don't share with me your opinion. Now let we look at the just published tribunal report on the investigation wey dem do on Lara Taylor Pierce and Tamba Momo, wey na the Auditor General, and Tamba Momo na the deputy. Dem set up a tribunal report for investigate them, especially for an audit report wey dem do, wey dem show say issues of fraud, double dipping happen at the president in office. Since then dem step am aside, put her under suspension. As somebody wey don dey advocate for human rights and social justice, the entire process of investigating the Auditor General and im deputy and step am aside and wetin the tribunal report talk about, wetin na your opinion on that?
Well, thank you. That's a great, great question and great thing for look at. When we talk about transparency, transparency now in government, now open government where it open to the people, so that the people then go see waiting, waiting the government they do, how they use the resources. So the Auditor General basically in there for protect the people their interests. Where the Auditor General they provide the report on how the government they use the resources and the functioning of the government. For where where president interfere in that, when the president they block the whole process of transparency and accountability. So waiting me see where the waiting the Auditor General and in deputy do, now waiting they mandated for do. They are mandated to, for make them look into waiting government they do, then they report back to the people. So instead of them appreciate the government appreciate that, then turn around say now for punish them. So I believe say the whole process was then legitimize and with with constitution. They use waiting the section of the constitution way for way they for for change judges, then use that one day because they're not really been get any handle on how for deal with the fact say the Auditor General don't bring out report where it damning to the bio-led government. So the whole process was just to muzzle accountability and for make the government they operate in dark shadows so that we not gonna know the people they're not gonna know waiting they go on at the government. You they get me, Khadija? Hello?
Suspended Auditor General still dey wait for the verdict wey go for comot na parliament, because the report don comot and the tribunal don make dem recommendation dem. E left with parliament now whether or not dem go get for sack the Auditor General, and plenty people already don dey with the perception say nothing different no get for comot from parliament, because the Sierra Leone People's Party wey dey in governance dey lead na the parliament, so people don dey expect say nothing different no go get for comot. So now wey the report dey na parliament, wetin are your expectation taking into consideration you already don describe transparency and in governance as way wey government for dey open the space for able for communicate with the people and themselves, tell them wetin dem dey do with public money dem. But in this case, we see the issues wey Lara Taylor Pierce and in deputy go through because they want for audit and talk wetin dey happen na state house. Wetin are your expectation from parliament?
Well, as you said, the parliament now basically the matter be on control the parliament. But instead of I talk about my expectations, because my expectation are the same as every Sierra Leonean expectation, because as we know say na they control and except people they control the parliament, they expect them for do anything other than waiting matter bill want. But it go fine, make we the people, let we talk to the parliament, let we send we message to the parliament for say, just like how where snake bites a human being or animal, we need antidote for neutralize the snake in poison, in venom. Now so accountability and transparency for day na the country. If we not get accountability and transparency, then we not get a democratic government. So if the parliament then concern or then care about democracy in Sierra Leone, parliament, whether na SLPP controlled parliament or APC controlled parliament, then all the people of Sierra Leone, because corruption they flourish in darkness, and wetin Mada Bio dey try for do now for make sure say they send a strong message to institutions and way for hold them accountable, way for make the government in actions them or in dealings them transparent. It is send a strong message to them say, I not go tolerate them and I not go accept them. But we have parliament for make let we get checks and balances. So even though the president might be the how they call him, the supreme authority, the parliament there for protect the rights of the people. So we for send a message, we the people for send a message to the parliament say, make this not be the outcome we Mada Bio want, make it be the outcome way good for the people. And transparency and accountability now in good for the people. Because if Mada Bio gets in way because for make it even suspend the Auditor General and in deputy for the work where then they do diligently. It don't, if parliament say they're not for go with waiting Mada Bio. So parliament and the people of Sierra Leone, parliament they represent the people of Sierra Leone. If na place who say we able for reach with parliamentarians them. Right now, the people of Sierra Leone, for they reach out to them parliamentarians them, tell them say, una not vote on that bill, una not vote in favor of what Mada Bill want. Una need for send that bill, that report they back, because not to something way go good for the people of Sierra Leone. So me feel saying that the people of Sierra Leone for talk to the parliamentarians, because the day now na their hand. Waiting then na parliament in hand, na the people their hand in day, because parliamentarians are supposed for represent the people, the voices of the people and the will of the people. So if the people then reach out to them parliamentarians and tell them say now this we want, now that the parliamentarians then for listen to, not to waiting Mada Bio and not to waiting president wants them for listen to. And from everything where they don't do with Mrs. Taylor Pierce and in deputy, we not see any wrongdoing in what they did, in doing their work. Waiting how they do their work, with the public not see who side and go wrong, because now so they do their work before Mada Bio became president. So enough fair and what they do to them at the end of the day, not to say now this one individual or not then two individuals they also get for suffer. Now the whole country get for suffer. If waiting Mada Bio one happens, for say let them suspend or let them get rid of the Auditor General here in deputy. If then do that one day, if that one they go through, the repercussions it go be devastating for the people of Sierra Leone, because it go set a precedent, it go set a stage where this abuse here go continue and it go get worse.
The issues of transparency and accountability don't be inside the past 6 years, where you take into consideration when President Bio been in opposition, I think and the way they criticize the then government of where campaign and we get for do it promoting transparency in governance and also giving account back to the people. Under your regime, how serious it don't take the issues here?
It not take them serious at all. In fact, the way how me see the ACC, or the Anti-Corruption Commission. The ACC should be renamed Pro-Corruption, because the ACC in biggest work, or wetin they don Ben Kelfala dedicate himself to, na for cover up the corruption of Madabio and in administration. So Madabio, everything wey he say about corruption, the time wey in opposition, since he don come in power, he don do worse than wetin him bin dey criticize. Because for make him bin know at that time say corruption dey, na because he had information. There was information for him to go by. But now in dey try for keep that information dey from we the people. In dey try for keep that information dey hidden. So ever since, for instance, where the Auditor General report come out, the 2020 report come out, where we see all the presidents in office, first lady in office, all the corruption since then, we not see more of that. So that means Madabio don't lock that window. It don't close the door. So there's no more transparency in how they use the resources of the country. And the people of Sierra Leone, we for no say, Madabio not to get Sierra Leone. So now get Liberty online TV. Okay, when I don't set up, when I don't go through a lot of pains, when I don't set up this organization here, then when I hire me, say Mecca can be the CEO for manage this organization. So how on earth I go to manage this organization? What are they do with the money, the organization in money? What are they do? How are they represent the organization? Wona know for no. It's mind-boggling. The people should know what is going on. So when it don't begin the fire Auditor General, it does the door for say, we're not for know what they go on. This is gross human rights abuse also, because it make we know how we they in poverty, but we don't know what's with resources that we're getting at the country. What's they go? So Madabio no live by in own principles where it been they propagate at the time where they in opposition. It can just the opposite now. He do worse. It don't do worse than what he been they do where they in opposition. I mean, what he been they complain about where they in opposition.
So just a tune in, they watch the Liberty Breakfast Show where they come to you live from Liberty Online Television, where they stream na Facebook, YouTube, and also na our website where they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Today we they analyze the Tribunal report where they publish this BNTM after investigation over 2 years where Lara Taylor Pierce be they and Deputy Tamba Momo, then legal representative them be they appear before the tribunal and they don't finally pull a report and recommendation them. Well, on the line between the studio this morning, we get Dr. Fatima Babi, a human rights and social justice activist. Well, they analyze the report and the entire process on how governments they go through them process they now for remove Lara Taylor Pierce and Tamba Momo as the country Auditor General and Deputy. Now, Doc, let we look at one issue when a bone of contention in this entire process what they talk about this morning. Now, they all get for do with consulting a third party. During the term where Lara Taylor Pierce they conduct this audit, it consults a third party, which means say it reach out to a particular hotel for verify a receipt to they submit to them from the office of the presidency. The president and in delegation be at this particular hotel. It verify and find out say the receipt not exist, not to the hotel gets that particular receipt. That now one of the things them will come up during the tribunal say Lara no get right for consult a third party. But according to an interview where Lara grants for the very first time through Epic, he say he used the right procedure them. It's supposed for consult a third party. And even the press release themselves where he done the issue. Now one of the things then they where him believe say he do the right thing according to them practice. And looking at Lara in credential, it belong na a body of chartered accountants, the auditor them, where it say it dey try for fet very hard for clear a name for. The issue of consulting a third party, what do you make up of that?
Well, for the layman, okay, this na common sense. This is common sense. If I give you money, say, let you go buy something for me, then you say you not for give me receipt, or you give me receipt where I'm not satisfied with. I get the right, and as Auditor General Lara Taylor Pierce and in deputy, the Auditor General, they represent the people of Sierra Leone. If the people of Sierra Leone get for pay a bill, they need for verify, say yes, we owe this bill here, so now this money and now we get for pay. So even without the standards of the the body where Lara then they operate under, common sense go tell you, say this is what needs to be done, so that you go pay the correct amount of money. So let we say, if when they been cross check the receipt, it happens say the receipt was not forged and the amount was accurate, would there have been a problem here? No, it not be for big problem. So this one they tell we say, Madabio, na the guilt, instead of he say okay, na mistake I make, the guilty, instead of he feel guilty, they try for sure we say, or tell we say, he no want accountability, because accountability they show in wrongdoings them. Because if that receipt they been correct, it not be get issue with this, it not be for suspend the Auditor Generals there. But now because then discover say it don't they operate in this fraudulent ways, now this night happen, and they were right to do that, because after all, now then get for tell the people then how money is being spent, especially outside the country. So I believe saying a common sense for say that there was nothing wrong with checking with a third party.
You see that, Dr. Babi, you see that as a professional misconduct, because na Lara a alleged crime than the way it been go stand for trial.
Not at all. I see that as interfering in the way that the Auditor General they do in work. The Auditor General not they tell the president how if do in work. So if you don't submit receipts for something, and for say that receipts they accurate, then you have nothing to worry about. The Auditor General get every right for do in work as he see fit. The best way where he say where he go do he go get the best report. So this not interference in how the Auditor Generals then for do their work. I don't see anything wrong with them doing their work the correct way, the way how they are mandated to do it.
What you go say about the tribunal where government set up for looking to all of the issues here, where the Auditor General been pulled inside that report day of 2021-2022? What you go say about the tribunal then do justice to the issues them where been they inside that report, and generally the people of Sierra Leone then do justice to them?
They not do justice to them, because waiting them for look at, then have been for cross check. Waiting the Auditor General put na the report, was it wrong or right? That's what should have been their focus. They should not have focused on the bogus allegations against the Auditor Generals. But the tribunal, of course, now would have set up the tribunal. Now the same person. So you can't be the judge, the jury, Madabiona, the judge, the jury. There's no checks and balances. So in the propose for let tribunal sit down, in the dictate what in tribunal for look for. So that tribunal they been for don't look into waiting the Auditor General.
Dr. Babi, how you reach to the conclusion say President Biona in solely be the determine when the tribunal for Sidom, how they forgot about them work, looking at the caliber of people them we make up of that particular tribunal day. You think they want to put their names them along the line for allow the president for dictate wetin be dey go on at the tribunal?
Well, everything what we know about the suspension of the Auditor Generals, they said the president now suspend the Auditor Generals. Now that puts the tribunal in place for let them investigate the Auditor Generals. Now the president. Now in dictation. So everything is being controlled by the president. So how then go accuse somebody of doing wrong, but now in they appoint the judge, now in they appoint the jury for looking into the issue. And the issue where they look into, they not look into the issue, they're not then just look at waiting in say the people then do the Auditor Generals then do wrong. For say then check third party, professional misconduct, which is a very broad term. I don't understand how any of what then do amount to professional misconduct. So these are Mother Bill's accusations. So this is why the tribunal is effectively Mother Bill's tribunal. Not the other person put the tribunal in place now in because now in them of the wrongdoing.
Precedent for suspend a whole Auditor General, where perhaps Parliament will get for end up for sack from in duty. Now, whose kind effects it they get generally on Salon?
Well, this, the implications get for go much deeper. So if them fire Mrs. Taylor Pierce and in deputy, Mrs. Taylor Pierce gets a great resume. If you want for continue for work, I'm sure it will work even internationally. So as much as she's affected and they try for reputation, tarnish in career, I don't think that get for hold water anyway. But back on the people of Sierra Leone, I get because this go set the precedent for future leaders them for come and say we don't want accountability and transparency in this country. If we not see say then don't do wrong now for cover them up. So this is the message that is going out there. And this message where they go out there, it is sink into the society So when the leaders then they suppress people then where they demand transparency, then they weaken the structure where built for accountability. So now that makes transparency and accountability, they work together. So when you suppress, where government they work in darkness, it kill the structures and where they hold government accountable. So the people of Sierra Leone deserve a government where they value honesty, openness, and responsibility. And we know they see that in the Mother Bill administration. So the suspension of Mrs. Taylor Pierce, not only an attack on this individual or these two individuals, now attack on the whole principle of good governance. So if Parliament allow this for go through, then Parliament don't show they don't put them in stone. Say Sierra Leone not get good governance. We already know say with the suspect Sierra Leone not get good governance. But from waiting this tribunal they recommend go through, this go solidify the fact that Sierra Leone is not only a fragile state, we not get to see, and they not respect the principles of good governance.
The breakfast show, and we get with on the line Dr. Fatima Babi, in a human rights and social justice activist. Today we look at the tribunal reports on the suspended Auditor General and in Deputy Lara Taylor Pierce and Tamba Momo. Well, for una the viewers them, we just want to know say we reach out to Lara Taylor Pierce, where they now the United States of America for get in on side and also grant we an interview. but he say for now, you know, want for talk to the public and also Tamba Momo. But they are sure we say whenever they want for come to the public and go grant Liberty Online Television an interview. Will they continue the program and I they come back to you, Dr. Fatima Babi. Let we look back, this same Lara Telopias and Tamba Momo during President Bio in time where in the opposition, during the time where they audit the Ebola funds and find out, say, misappropriation be happen with some institution them. We all see how vocal President Bio been there as opposition leader. They commend Lara in work as of that time day. He talk about how professional Lara been be in conducting the audit on the Ebola funds when been come na the country then turn and they forfeit the Ebola sick. A win 2018, it continue with Lara Telopias as Auditor General. Now this same Lara Telopias then they are accused of professional misconduct. Also you think say Lara go wrong wey make the government get issues with her?
Well, I believe say was it in those days where Mother Bio talk say when you fight corruption, corruption fights back. So what Mother Bio they do now is a clear demonstration of fighting back. Lara Telopias not do anything wrong. This is a professional where if focus on in job, in order in politics, all those years, even with the previous administration, and Mother Bio testified to that. So if in don't forget, we not forget. Say, in self testify, say, this not a professional woman where they do in job according to how she's mandated to do it. So with this outcome now, because of the report on Ion administration, this don't show we say Mother Bio was also right when he say when you fight corruption, corruption will fight back. So this is corruption fighting back. Mother Bio is corrupt, so he's fighting institutions that are fighting him, fighting against his corruption or trying to expose his corruption. So that's basically it. This is corruption fighting back. And it they try for send the message, say, even though we did talk about accountability, he is trying to put himself above that law. But accountability, no know any levels. Accountability for day at every level. Because the country not go progress without accountability. Country not go progress without accountability. Then why I don't come in the last 6 years, okay? They don't enrich themselves. People who are starving, no electricity, basic, even so-called free education has never been free. People are struggling, but the country is resource rich. But the people don't know whose side resources them, how the resources them are being utilized. So Mother Bio is of corruption fighting back. Lara Telopias did nothing wrong. Her only crime is to do her job diligently. That's it. So you can for let you punish somebody where they do in job well. The finger not at you where they try for punish that person. Now you get problem, not to get problem. So Lara, this Mrs. Telopias not to get problem now. Yeah. She's not the problem. Mother Bio is the problem. And Mother Bio it will remain when Mrs. Pierce has gone away. If then firearm or decide for left, she will be gone. We will still have Mother Bio. It will continue with what they do so. It don't close all the windows. Now we don't even know what in the first lady they spend anymore, because before we get a little glimpse into what they spend. But now we don't know that. We don't know what in Mother Bio they spend. Would they just say don't charter plane? You don't charter flight when are $750,000 per flight. And yesterday at the watch we had, they see how they analyze the receipts. For goodness sake, country like Sierra Leone, president they travel, they go spend $156,000 on hotel bill. It's mind-boggling. People not get chop for it. So who say if that money they how you know explain to the people of Sierra Leone? Who say that money they come out and why they spend that kind of money they on hotel bill? That's not a fraction of what then they do with them bottling. So me not see anything where the Auditor General and do. They have done nothing wrong. All they did was to do their job and to do it well. And they can rest at peace, say, they do their due diligence to the people of Sierra Leone, then serve the people of Sierra Leone very well. Whether they stay or go, they have done their job to serve the people of Sierra Leone.
Continue further with we will come back to you shortly, Dr. Fatima Babi, in a human rights and social justice activist. Today with me at the program this morning as we look at accountability and transparency na the bio-led administration. We will come back to you. Let me continue for look at more issues na the breakfast show as we be on the bring series. So we go na different markets them for know how prices of commodities and like especially for people where they go on a daily basis for go get their hand to mouth na the market here. Well, today we team go work at the Garrison Street Market. Also, we go check what they happen with the price of Yabass. For the one them we can go buy and sell the one way they sell. Let we watch as David Yankee say bingo work at the end of this bring camp.
Viewers and listeners, welcome again to another exclusive edition of the market series where they can see today. We can work on the salad gun market for look, we can seek the views of market somewhere where they sell their bars, not especially the salad gun market, because if all remember say during His Excellency's second time in the office, he tells say feed salon are one of his priority areas where they campaign with, of course, and then plenty anyway people do not raise concern say thing how the produce all the plants in salon expensive. And on this basis, make we work on this salad gun market for look, we can seek the views of market somewhere where they sell their bars. Let me tell you what are some of the challenges that they face and serve the price that they buy their markets them.
Yabass today we buy 50,000. Right now Yabass we buy 750. We buy 850 for one bag.
So where you can buy 750, 850 for one bag? Tell me how much you can sell her.
I can sell for 20. I can sell 10,000. Then the money they come out. Some the money they come out. Some the money they come out. Then the bag may flop. They reduce per annum. And the Yabass they rotting. When rotting they get profits per annum.
The lot of times the people when they concerned say things that we produce in the market expensive in Yabass. Now all of the things that we produce in a salon. Yeah. But then tell me, then one we can buy to you. What are the complaint where you can get from there?
The complaint I can get much because they say the Yabass there. The Yabass they sell and of course cheap way they now they sell and there, but not so we now where would they buy and would they still talk to them because now we customers after gonna they can't give it. So they talk to them, but still yes the Yabass they buy until 50,000. Right now they buy 75 what's it 750,000, buy 850,000. So the Yabass there, you don't sell the way till they get and say 20,000, 100,000, you get for pay keeper, you get for buy plastic, and they don't for one grade day. So they say them 1 week before I done. So Yabass say them put a down for we back like kind big day, they are the big. Because some of the other they can say they pay them. And money no day. So now so we have after go now we get how they able to survive with family. So the Yabass can back to 50,000. They are the big.
How the Yabass some they buy 550, some they 600.
So when I can buy so 550, 600, how much I can sell her?
If you count out, some they say 5,000, 3, 10,000, 4, 10,000, 2,000, depend to how much inside the bag.
So how much I can sell in one, like this one, so how much I can sell her?
Like this one here, so 5,000.
5,000. So what are some of the complaints that people we can buy to they complain?
And the complaint say the Yabass there because they are who they sell and know for sell and so and would tell us not to we. Now the one that who sell they go buy them back, then they tell who sell them back not to them the tax pay how they pay for candle waiting. And make someday the price can go up, someday the candle. Now for me the price they candle, how would they tell Papa government for?
Alright, we continue the breakfast show. Well, that's not trader them where they sell Yabass na the Garrison Street Market. As we tell you now, some week back we begin series for Gona Market and ask trader them waiting na den challenge, especially where price for thing them for it they go up every day and citizens them they complain because of that. Well, from this Garrison Street Market, also we go find out waiting make Yabass price they go up. We reporter Mohamed Kamara been go na Kawyard back for ask butcherman them waiting make the price for £1 beef don't go up past mark. Then we watch waiting the butcherman then tell Mohamed Kamara na Kawyard.
So basically, we're there also today for talk to them, let them for share with the experience on how the sales don't like for them, and also again, waiting out all the challenges we don't they face over the years. Now, on that basis, and make we there also today. Well, now we can talk to them, traders there, for them to explain to me more on how the sales start like for them, and waiting at the cost of the pounds beef compared to how they sell them before this time.
When the business is not going to be, the thing not going to be usual again. Not going to be the same like I been there yesterday. Down they know almost no down they say they won't know the everybody bus again before they go.
Okay. So tell me what's at the cost of the beef owner to go buy. I mean, like owner to go for buy cow. How owner be on the bad and compared to now? Any change or happen? The price go up or
great. The change is great because you know say the foreign exchange don't well and we bring feed from Guinea. Now Guinea the money don't value over we and the dollar naira go up. So that only affects we. Because the bus rent 30 million, 25 million, 35 million, and no more here. And they charge.
For somebody to watch me now for one say, with this amount, we say that someone can buy one young cow, 25, 30, 35 million. For una way they do this business, how not able for maximize profit and same way so pulling out money as soon as they do this business?
First of all, business you don't tell you don't do. If they able estimate to the counting up, they charge you. When I able talk, although sometimes they will go at loss because they miss the weight. When you miss the weight, you don't go at loss automatically. But at times you will get then 500, then 400, 300, and so on. Because you know they get high profits. It's time for serve the public.
Okay. So specifically, what's that you get in cow there also for?
Now the cow there will get na Guinea. We also the feed from Kabbalah, Sanda because Sanda will be get other cow them. The road don't spoil, they don't cut. I know they bring cow right now. But right now we don't constrain. We suffer so lot.
So as people they do this business, we very important to people. When I get in the union, we like a body, we are listening to cable channel on concerning complaints.
Yes, you get because we don't talk a lot, we don't meet a lot, but we not see no way through. Because for who market born, when our market is under, Malamatomo Street, Garrison Street Market. Our market is under for more born 2015, we run after that's in a body they run after until come on power. Say this man, we don't come in first time, run after until you know see a way. So now make we decide. This place is all there. Now we make it. Then just say no more than say we not find that we now fix lights, now put them brand and they got barrier that way and everybody will do banda. All no get problem because we stop people that we say na decent people.
We cow to beef, before they kill the beef, we get to say they will watch the cow. So when they watch the beef back, the beef gets sick. The beef gets sick, then they kill and they put poison on them. So we know we sell in the markets. So we are bringing the market back. We shall say, we will do this episode with the market. They sell customer the correct skin. We get lawyer. If they meet, put the skin inside 1 ounce. If they go for 1 month, they pay the cow 200,000. So they sell people and they please people and find with correct skin. And find what beef there, they say about fine beef back. So that means I think we find we find customer always get rights to we. They get their rights always to we. Understanding? So now we go buy the beef there one.
You talk say the beef there. How do they buy the beef now?
Well, the cow. We go buy cow from 10 million, 20, 35 million. Depends on how the cow big. We buy them, we kill them, then they do cost price. We say we can't sell in the markets. At times when they will done, we go also to keep them. A cool room. Next day we sell them. We sell no day. Sell no day every day with this every day with this. Like a cow, small beef can market here. Really done.
Right, according to you say maybe they buy the cow 10, 35 million, you know, based on how inside Talek. How maybe don't they buy them before this time?
Well, doing the come in time, and so in time, the cheapest cow now from 1,500,000.
What about the most expensive one?
For now, or did it in the if you get 5 million, 6 million, 7 million, you get big cow, 10 million, you get big cow. You get in should be in time, to talk about time, you get big cow, 10 million. Yes.
So if you say that the problem we make the price for cow don't go past side totality.
Okay, most of the cow they really feel income. Now, by Kabbalah, by Guinea, they get Lumadi. So, the one who do business, when they go for go back to cow, they can go dollar. They take salon money. So according to the rate of the dollar, they say we go and they go fall. So now make the cow, that's the cow is very expensive. That's why they say they say they run at a loss.
Okay, so now let's talk about the pounds. How now they sell the pounds now? What are the price for 1 pound?
Well, the different bull, they'll get small bull, different bull. They say 75, they say 70. They don't get no bull when I stick. When they sell 85, when they sell 90. That's what they sell.
Viewers, as you don't hear it from Butcherman them, where they sell beef, now the Garrison Street Salad Gun Market, we just to express the dissatisfaction with regards to how they buy cow right now and compared to how they only buy them before this time. And also some of the confrontations when they only get with the people that work camp for can buy to them, you know, beef by pounds. And according to them, they say they face so much of challenge there. They don't get means on how they for preserve the beef, should in case they're able to sell all the beef food in the slaughter for the day. And also a series of concerns say them business markets who are them in the sell today. That market say be done born, and from there we then send them you know, up to this time, government able to upgrade for them this market inside they do them business, and also they get so many challenges by this particular market. Well, that's not a call. We will continue for the time to time for the get the new views, and also continue for the sound and views on how, you know, sell talent for the Nayaso and how business talent for them by this particular market. Continue for the Watch Liberty Online TV. Me and Mohamed Kamara, the reports.
Alright, welcome back. You still watch Breakfast on Liberty Online Television, and from Kawiyad na Salad Gun Usa Mohamed Kamara been go talk to the one them where they sell meat, waiting at the cost of meat now, and also how they buy and how they sell. Welcome back to the studio as we continue with the Breakfast Show. As today edition, we look at transparency and accountability in the BO-led administration inside the past 6 years, with special reference to the report where the Tribunal done pull and then on a parliament for SECA, the Auditor General in reports we've been pulling we've been look at waiting be happen inside 2021 for SECA, the audit report to come out for State House. Well, we go back to his studio guest when Dr. Fatima Babi, a human rights and social justice activist, as we continue to look at this particular theme today, when transparency and accountability, with reference on one of the recommendations them where the tribunal been pulled. What do you make up of the fact say inside the work where they begin the tribunal for go look at waiting Lara Telopias and team been do for that year the way we the review? So one thing where they recommend now that the Anti-Corruption Commission for get issues where for investigate Lara Telopias and in team, because according to the tribunal, the Lara Telopias be investigate State House but been failed for do investigation and pull reports from the Freetown City Council. From your perspective, you think say na the issues and that one day where the tribunal for them focus on, or waiting being come out against State House?
You know, that accusation, if this now a neutral tribunal or tribunal where na legitimate tribunal, they're not for even discuss then they say he investigate the president, he not investigate then they not for the if there was an issue, if ACC been get an issue with the Auditor General say you know investigate the FCC, that should have been a separate issue. Therefore, don't they under a separate issue? But for bring that up in response to finding I mean, sorry, they try for stay with Creole, but for bring, them student day, now for try confuse the whole issue. Now for try for confuse the whole issue and try for politicize the issue. Try for say, because now opposition, a person where belong to opposition, now in a mayor, now in the head the FCC. So that's the whole idea behind bringing FCC into this, But I listen, I've been watched on Epic, Mrs. Telopia's interview. She made it very clear. The things, the donor funds, then where FCC they get. Even the government of Sierra Leone, including First Lady, all the donor funds that way First Lady don't get from the time where they don't count the millions and millions and millions of donor funds where it don't get. The in-kind donations then where it don't get. We don't see how, they don't bring Chinese, they don't bring, how you call them, donations, the medical donations, all kinds of donations. Who held, now that hold Mrs. Bio accountable? Now, for them donations, then they. So it's very clear. Waiting the Auditor General, then on duty now for safeguard the resources of the government, the resources of the people. Money where they come out outside for CAM, not to then your mandate for audit, unless there is a special arrangement, say, for audit, this money where World Bank they give, or this money where donors, international donors, then they give. So that's very clear. So for mix them two, then they for say, you don't find me, you don't find all this trash on me, but you have failed to find trash on FCC. It's like somebody, they say, na me and this person been go thief, but you don't can say, na me your thief no more, now you don't can pull na do. So it not make sense. It not make sense at all, say, where you been say earlier, the caliber of people, where they on that tribunal. What is the caliber of on the tribunal where they are the issues like this? We have to question the caliber of these people. Who are they? On what basis? We mix then thing they are. I mean, for look at as a legitimate tribunal, they look at the wrongdoing, waiting at the wrong both sides, waiting at the wrongdoing of the Auditor Generals, waiting at the wrongdoing of the findings of the Auditor General. Wrong in that. Waiting the president do wrong. Now then them for look at they will go no say these are high caliber tribunal judges, but just because they are who they are, not make them high caliber. As long as then they operate under the dictation of Madabio, I question their integrity. I question them, even their qualification for letting them on a tribunal like that. So without accountability, transparency, we not get checks and balances. So now these checks and balances, the little bit of checks and balances we will get in place now, Sierra Leone, now they kill, now they erode, and by the time where they left the presidency, by the time Madabio they left the presidency, there will be no accountability, no transparency in governance, and it will take a long time for let we restore that in the governance of Sierra Leone. So that's what Madabio is doing right now. It literally they kill.
Dr. Babi, waiting are your opinion on the area of conflict of interest, the allegation where they on Mrs. Telopias, because they say it failed for audit the FCC and it audits the office of the president. That then call a conflict of interest. You see anything like conflict of interest happen in that particular area there?
I don't think they know the meaning of conflict of interest. That does not the facts say FCC has nothing to do with conflict of interest. Conflict of interest go be say, okay, if it be one for audit FCC, but it happens say it gets interest, some kind of interest, either the person where they had FCC related to RAM, then at the two, at the same party, then conflict of interest. That's when they would with this issue of conflict of interest. But me no know what definition then get of conflict of interest. But the fact say in our audit FCC has nothing to do with conflict of interest. That's not the definition of conflict of interest at all. Let them not spoil the English language for we, do ya? That's not a conflict of interest. Young people, the way they see that, it go confuse them, because that is not conflict of interest. Conflict of interest, you na judge, you they sit on a case where you get interest in the person where na the accused, or the person where they accuse the other person. Now in a conflict of interest. But let them not tell we say it failed for audit FCC. That's conflict of interest. That is not conflict of interest. Let them go back to the dictionary and look up what's in a conflict of interest.
Salon go through matters of unconstitutionality. Now the time where the then President Kuma been sacked in Vice President Chief Alhaji Sam Sumana, where internationally people then come out condemn that particular act by the then president. And President Bio now, during his term as opposition leader, he been very vocal, call out the president, say they don't commit unconstitutionality. Now in the about for remove the Auditor General if Parliament eventually vote say Lara Taylor Pierce, all the allegations them against them not true. President Bio don't practice what he be preach by then?
Not at all. Not only the practice what he been they preach, it don't erode waiting we been the ones that for him in the eyes. It don't erode them, it don't kill them. So the little bit of accountability what we been gets, Mother Bio, it want erase all of them. So let we not take the Auditor General in sacking, not to in one if na suffer, not to in one they suffer now if then go through now not to Lara Taylor Pierce get for suffer. Now the people of Sierra Leone, let them know for say it work in their interest. The Auditor General in what way do gently it do in the interest of the people of Sierra Leone. Madabio in cabal, then come determined to milk that country, and then no one let we see. They want the people therefore be blinded to what in they do. So the few, because right now all the other institutions are state captured. We not get civil society anymore where they when are watchdogs. So we journalists them, then limited in what they go say. So the few the one institution will be done did as the Auditor General in office will be for say at least in go able for tell we what in they go on with resources, and also for make we know what in they go on at the governance of we country. Now that one day now like the last straw now where it they break the camel in back. Democracy in back. Now matter be they break now. So if they succeed for get rid of this Auditor General here in deputy, because waiting and go do then go of course they be don't replace them with somebody when are their own puppet. Waiting then one let it reports, now it reports. So at the end of the day, it's like a jungle, Sierra Leone, not a country. Sierra Leone, not a democracy at all. With them things there where they go on. Sierra Leone is not a democracy. Sierra Leone not fit for seat at the UN. Then they make a big deal about Madabio going to, Security Council, President of Security Council. How they gonna public for go preach something where you know the practice now you your host. We not get democracy in Sierra Leone. We not get freedom. We not get justice.
Dr. Barbie, another allegation on Lara Taylor Pierce. Now that it be dey leak sensitive documents them we get for do with the presidency to people like the Africanist press, and also again government get issues say even before the audit report come out, Africanist press go don get am. Africanist press dey publish sensitive receipts dem wey dem believe say na the Auditor General in office then receipts dem dey comot. Issues of the Auditor General leaking sensitive documents wey get for do with the presidency, you think say that should be the conversation?
Khadija, you say them believe say, right? A whole tribunal don't sit down. They don't show you the proof for saying Auditor General in the give information to Africanist press. Me, I not see that here too. This not wild allegations. Everything to make Mrs. Taylor Pierce look bad. Ain't get proof against them, but they not get proof against them. Where the proof for say even the leak information. This is of integrity. This not professional woman. They don't do whatever, they not show we proof. Let them show we the proof, then we go judge her on that. We not go judge them on smear accusations. I don't know if we're not there.
Dr. Barbie, go ahead.
Okay. So I say this is not mean because they not get proof. I don't know if una get proof. Una don't see proof. Me, I don't see proof. Then proof say Auditor General been they give into third parties like Africanist press. So these are violations for make them go just tarnish the woman in image and in professionalism. But the proof what we get is that Auditor General and in deputy have been diligent and professional. That's all we know about them. If they get proof, let them bring them. How a whole tribunal go sit down, they not get that proof there. And how they go to judgment without proof? Who's signing the proof? What's in the proof where they get for say the Auditor General engaged in this misconducts? Where is the proof? I haven't seen it yet.
So at this stage, whatever go for commots na parliament, where then go get for debate this particular report and the recommendation then we did, whether parliament reinstates Madam Pierce back or then dismiss them from in duty. Who signal this go send to whoever get for continue for do the audit work na salon? It go for get any implication, the person will get for get any free hands for doing work, especially for take government to account?
No, not at all. So it get for be say you do as we say or you are gone. We don't want any checks and balances in this government, and if you attempt it, you'll be gone. You know? So the next government gets a very, very difficult job for restore public trust and uphold, justice, transparency, and accountability in that country day. Because anybody where can they now, even if they restore Mrs. Taylor Pierce, and knowing who she is and knowing in professionalism, it will continue for doing work according to how it's supposed for do them. But if now other person come, that person they get for they under the threat. So this don't send a message now to whoever comes. If you come, now so we get for treat you. We go put you through this grind, we go tarnish you, we go lie by you, we go do all them things I say, now so you do. So you better do as we say, or you better cover up our corruption. You better cover up our wrongdoings. So it not get for born good picking at all. This not get for born good picking for we country for a long, long time. Not only now, but for a long, long time. It not get for born good picking.
So they talk around issues we get for do transparency and accountability this morning. Let's just draw you to the new pattern since President Bill win the 2023 elections for the second time. Osusai, the Ministry of Civic Education, introduced the pattern of holding town hall meetings. Outside citizens and they go meet with the president, get conversation with him, ask him questions, especially about how they run the country, where campaign team for it, the bread and butter issues where President Bill famous for during in first term in campaign. We also say go can address the issues of bread and butter. Presidents, according to he say he don't submit himself to the citizen them, let them ask him question through the various town hall meetings. So see the Ministry of Civic Education the whole. You think say that's now one thing for applaud President Bill for say it's transparent and accountable to the citizens because if they come to them inside a town hall meeting, they ask them questions.
Khadija, I beg to differ. We not see results for 2023 elections. So, Madabio, as far as I'm concerned, this second term he's illegitimate. That's how I would not address him as president. So in an illegitimate president, win the election, we not see results. Election where somebody win, we go see the result, we go clearly show say he win, but he was declared winner. He did not win. So let me not go address that as say he don't start in second term. It just they continue that first time we been there in. And this issue of town hall, I believe saying that only one town hall it don't do. And that town hall, the one young lady we been get the mind for ask the correct question, for ask the right question. These people almost mobbed Justice. They almost mobbed Justice. I see a point to say it get for the shout say, Mina SLPP, Mina SLPP, Mina SLPP. Which means she felt like her life was in danger at that point. So nobody should applaud Madabio for that town hall meeting. That town hall meeting, in fact, it reveals say Madabio not transparent. Madabio not accountable to the people. Because the one person we get in mind, all of us should have felt offended that day. We all don't feel offended. The way how the so-called Minister of Information, how he addressed that young lady day. They tell her how he rude. It's rude to tell an adult in public say he rude. So minister was rude in the first place. Then they tell the woman say the question where they ask, President go get a few seconds. So is this a president that is accessible to the people? No. First of all, me, if you don't block me on Twitter, long term, because I say things the way no one for Eri, and I'm not the only one. It don't block a whole lot of other Sierra Leoneans then, where no one Eri from them. So this is not an accessible president. This is not a president where a citizen go reach out to her and tell and say, "Na then you they do way will not like." This is not a president where they listen. Matter be or not they listen. They listen. The one thing where
Dr. Fatima, the question is President Bill for the first term, rather than the previous one, he allowed for kind of a town hall meeting, meet with citizens there, engage them, ask them question. Nothing for applaud them for, because we see it don't start them. Even in first term, in 2 years, it come do media rounds, go to various media institutions. Them, it subjects himself for let them ask her questions.
But what's at the outcome now? What's at the outcome now? We look at now which question it be answered there, where it beneficial to the people. Now would I them in there that hall where ask him the critical questions then where it take, where it answer. Now only one person we see where he ask critical question where them almost want for mob justice. So me not go applaud them for that. I not feel say na favor it they do it. For make it do town hall meeting, it's not a favor to the people of Sierra Leone. It's his duty. Now in duty, and we not for applaud somebody what would they pay for do a job. You they do a job because then now this then they pay you for do. So you know for can you they expect praise for what you supposed for do. If una hire me say na me they can manage Liberty TV, then I they do the work way una don't hire me for. It then me TOR. Why una for the praise me? If una not praise me, I not go do am. No, nobody should praise Marabio because he called a town hall meeting, which I found to be more of a circus than a town hall meeting. That was not a town hall meeting. I don't see town hall meetings before of leaders. Then they answer questions and they take questions randomly. But this was well choreographed. This them plan and well. Would I them for then at the hall? Would I them for ask questions? Which questions then for ask? So this not a town hall meeting. They misuse that word there, not a town hall meeting at all. I don't agree with that at all.
All right, Dr. Fatima, continue for them with you on the line as we go now look at the message them where the viewers themselves on the send so that we go get their inputs into this particular theme where we look at today when at transparency and accountability under the BO-led administration inside the past 6 years. We read message them at the beginning of the Facebook page, and the very first one I go look at, Ronald Beresford Ignatius Georgetown say, it appears that when these politicians are in office, they refuse to follow due process and instead use illegal ways that we are known for unconstitutional. There is a process which can be used through the Supreme Court, which is presented to Parliament and not the office of the President. This government must make a U-turn and reinstate her and her deputy because they are looking like a laughingstock because it is flooded in due process of the law of Sierra Leone Constitution.
And they read from YouTube, and Suleiman Kamara, they say, parliamentarians must always remember that they are the people's representatives. They must put themselves at the service of their nation and not their nation at their service as they often do.
Kamara Suleiman at the Facebook page said there can be no faith in government if the highest offices are excluded from scrutiny. There should be setting example of transparency and accountability. Accountability in the essence of democracy. If people do not know what their government is doing, they cannot be trusted for self-governing.
All right, this they say we cannot run a country where virtue is vice and vice is virtue. I wish presidents were like footballers that can be loaned to another country. Our own go be free transfer.
Boema Cameron on the Facebook page say, I'm sure Madam Babi, you are on the right track. These issues is really critical. We hope that Parliament will use their rights discretion in carrying out such a task. Mind you, the guys are working for the nations. You guys are working for the nation. So be careful, whatever setback you take, it will affect your country greatly. Let we put party business aside, please, so we MP them.
All right, Suleiman, Robert Cargo, on YouTube, they say the Freetown City Council was audited. It was the donor money which didn't go directly to FCC.
Ahmed Al-Hussein Sisen on the Facebook page, it said Freedom of Information Act 2013 established the rights of individuals to access information held by public authorities and private bodies, not precluding hotels. Can someone please tell me what Mrs. Lara Telopias did that is contrary to the law? Classic definition of double standards.
All right, my final message where they take now from Facebook, they come out from Kamara Suleiman. They say accountability is a fundamental pillar of good governance. In the context of governance, accountability refers to as the obligation of those in power to answer for their actions, decisions, and policies.
All right, the final one we go look at from Facebook, Uncle Sule say, good morning, Liberty. I tell you, if there is a referendum on the issue of Auditor General, we will vote 90% for her reinstallation. So I urge the Parliament to reflect our opinion on this issue without political connection, etc.
All right. Well, from the messages then they we dey go over back to we guest this morning, Dr. Fatima Babi, as we dey try for wrap up the conversation. Now we don't take messages from we viewers them this morning as always. We dey promote inclusivity. Now we programs they what they do because we want for hear from everybody in your opinion and perspective on issues they will they look at inside with various programs them. As we dey wrap up now, Dr. Babi, what do you think say need for be done in the area of transparency and accountability in governance, especially under the bill-led administration? We don't look at Lara Taylor as the process we go through investigation and now it is stand before Parliament as we see the Deputy Attorney General don't go table the report for the Parliament starts for looking inside. Parliament is on recess now, but anytime when they resume, I believe say that will be one of the issues they wouldn't go look at. Waiting this government for do now for promote themselves in terms of accountability and transparency, Dr. Babi.
Well, as far as waiting the government meaning the president, Madabio for do, if for keep in hands of our institutions then for they independent. Now the only way we will go able get transparency and accountability, we not go get accountability and transparency where the institutions then where they in place for checks and balances are controlled or state captured. That those are not institutions that are promoting checks and balances. So only through then two pillars there, so transparency and accountability, now we go able for protect the integrity of we institutions them. But now this is what really the pushback is from this BO government. Then they push back on this idea, say, for make transparency and accountability hold, the institutions then get for be independent in their work, independent in how they do their work. Auditor General has to be independent in how they perform their job, in how they perform their audits. Not a president they dictate to Auditor General how for audit them or how for do them work, because now that they learn and now that they know how for do, and they do it for many years. So the problem where we get right now, part of the problem in Sierra Leone is, in addition to the state capture of the institutions, this PR system where them bring come, now don't pack SLPP members in the parliament. Because the PR system, most of the SLPP members of parliament, I can bet you nobody vote for them. Namada Bill puts them there by appointment because of the PR system. But even being a minority in parliament right now, the opposition party for sure say then for be part of this whole system or this whole process killing our democracy by killing our institutions, by killing our checks and balances. So the opposition, even if they have all this what they call against them, I believe say then for sure the people say we are standing up for you. As one of you viewers them rightly point out, parliament na a representation of the people. We not go bring all the people into parliament for let them speak out. Now that make them they vote for parliamentarians, so that now then they bring them voice come to to the parliament for make then do the right thing. So the parliament now would they look at the parliament as the last station now, as the last institution, checks and balances, where we go hope save, they're not go disappoint we, because the parliament for be parliament where go there under state capture. But as it is right now, because Madabio Nai appoints, they put in, the chief the way they support her, they put them wife then they in girlfriend and mama, then whatever relationship. They are all in that parliament right now, not representing the people. But the opposition, una no say, if una no say na the people they put una, they una need for make sure say they speak up for the people, and the people want an Auditor General that is professional with integrity, and that is Mrs. Taylor Pierce and in deputy. They need to be reinstated. If they want to do justice by the people of Sierra Leone, the parliament need for be the last station, the last batch of people where go stand up for the people. Because it look like say the people not get voice and the people not get nobody for stand up for them. Not that country there anymore. So the parliament, if then drop this ball here, it not go only hurt Lara Taylor Pierce and the deputy, it go hurt the whole country, it go hurt everybody where then they represent another parliament day. So it's good for make parliament listen to the people, because we don't get a president where they listen to the people. At least parliament for listen to the people.
Many thanks, Dr. Fatima Babi, where you join me this morning for giving your opinion on issues that we get for do transparency and accountability under the bill-led administration. We know say it very early to you now, but you grab and honor the request we sent to you. Many thanks. We appreciate you. From time to time, we will reach out for bring you as somebody that advocates for human rights and social justice, for add your voice on various topics they work in deal with na Liberty Online Television. Many thanks for you joining me at the studio this morning, Doc.
Thank you, Khadija. Thank you. I truly appreciate my invitation. Honored to be here. I'm glad to share with you today for the people of Sierra Leone. They're from different voices, you know, so I'm glad and anytime when I call, I'm here. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Breakfast show for today edition. Once more, one for apologize because of the difficulties we'll get this morning for start the program on time, but we'll overcome the challenges, and we are sure that we'll continue for bring canto now various programs that they do na Liberty Online Television. Continue for watch Liberty Online Television, you only digital platform where they get accurate information about various things them where they happen at the country. And don't forget, if you first send this today for join this platform, follow we pages them and put your post notification bell on so that any talk online you go no say we don't call online. Mina Khadija Bangura, they say have a blessed week ahead.
Alright, continue to like, share, and tell more people about Liberty Online Television. And remember, say we get different programs and when they come up at 12, we get Talk to Liberty, and also we get the highlights of the day we go for Cam and different things when they come. So continue for logging to Liberty Online TV until we meet again. Maybe everybody say get a good day and goodbye.